Hey, listen, real quick. I want to share something with you guys. First of all, thank you to everyone who's been watching and supporting. So, listen, I got something I want to share with you. When you're moving and you have a lot of boxes and you pack stuff in the boxes. You know how people sometimes when you move, if you're like me and you're not the most organized person, you might, especially when I was a bachelor, you may not get to your new place and unpack all the boxes, right? You may live out of the boxes for a while. You got to unpack your boxes and then put them away, right? When it comes to relationships, how many of you have boxes that you brought with you that you now try to fit your current partner in? Here's the thing: the boxes that you brought with you were not designed with your partner in mind. You brought them with you. And so now you look at them through the lens of these boxes. Here's what I mean. In your previous relationships, maybe you dealt with someone who was dishonest, or maybe you dealt with someone who was always cheating. Maybe you got cheated on a lot, or maybe you dealt with someone who stole money, or someone who kept secrets. That's a good one. So, because of the pain that comes from that, you develop a sensitivity to it, right? The problem is you bring those boxes with you, and then now you're dealing with someone who's not that person, who is not like them. But when they have behavior that looks like the other person, you assume it's the same thing. And so what you end up doing is you end up dealing with your partner based on an old script or an old mindset. And you miss the beauty of the person that you're with because you don't allow them to grow into their own box. Now, we're humans. Boxes are relative to schemas, or how information is organized in our mind, right? Rarely do we allow people to come into our lives, even though we think this is not true. But rarely do we allow people to come into our lives with a completely blank slate. That's just human nature. That's normal. But you want to be diligent. Diligent means persistent and not dragging your feet, right? You want to be diligent in learning your partner and getting to know them so that you can build a box for them and understand them for who they are and not understand them through the lens of what someone else did. I'm telling you, you're going to have much more success in your relationship and be less stressed when you realize this person is late because they got an issue with time, versus every time the other person was late, they was always cheating. You got to get to know who you're with. This person mishandles money because they never learned it, while the person in your past mishandled money. Well, didn't mishandle money. He hid money, or she hid money, and she had a gambling problem, and so she was lying about, or she grew up with, don't let the left hand know what the right hand is doing. So her mama told her, you always keep a little to the side, right? So she's a little, in a relationship, it looks like she's shady. But this person over here that you have in her box, your wife over here, she not trifling like that, or she don't have that mindset. I don't mean to say trifling. That's not necessarily trifling. It's just a bad mindset. But she don't have that mindset. She just don't know how to handle money well. But because you've been hurt over here, you assume that this mismanagement of money is that, and then you treat this like that, and then there's a disconnect here, and you don't even see it. Be careful about punishing your partner for things they haven't done or said based on your history. Now, you got to be wise enough or in tune with yourself enough to know Hey, this is my stuff. This is my, because even if I see this behavior in this person, does the totality of who I know, does the totality of what I know about them support the trifling box that I have them in? Or is this, it's just, I don't like this behavior and let's fix that, right? You got to know which one, you got to know where the old stops and the new starts. Okay? So that's all I got for you today. Hope you guys enjoy your week, and look forward to seeing you this Friday. I'm doing part 2 of choosing the right mate. Part 2 of choosing the right mate. Okay? So I will see you then.